Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Shay. Welcome back to my channel. For all my new subscribers, hello, welcome. So glad you can join the family on this journey of being better, not bitter. And shout out to all my old people. I love y'all. And I thank y'all for being loyal to me. It's amazing that God will show you, will validate your purpose through others' words and encouragement to let you know you're on the right path. So I thank you for that. I thank you for validating my purpose. I thank you for it and affirming it. So brings us into our topic today. We are talking about finding your purpose. So, I'm scrolling down, the timeline on the gram. And I see, people like find your purpose, or if you don't know your purpose, find it, or whatever. They act like it's so easy. Ain't always easy. And I'm going to tell you why it's not always easy. Working in your purpose is not always easy because it's God-given. So before we get started, I want us to define purpose. I actually wrote notes, y'all, because I ain't messing up today. We on assignment today. We're going to define that too. Let me get my little note card. Passion. Purpose. Purpose is the reason for which something is done or created or something exists. So let's talk. First of all, in order to talk about finding your purpose, you have to understand that it is God-given. Now, I'm going to tell you now, we're going to get into some stuff. If you feel like you need to take notes, put me on pause, go take your notepad. If you feel like you need to get you a spot of tea, which is my favorite thing, get you a spot of tea, go sit down, get in a comfy spot, because we just going to take our time with this, because this is very important. And I'm on assignment with this today, so I have to make sure that I get these points to you that God has downloaded to my spirit. Shout out to Jesus the Christ. That's who I believe in. And I'm going to tell you right now, this journey of finding your purpose is a spiritual journey. Okay. So whatever you believe in, if you're Buddhist, if you're Muslim, if you are Christian, whatever your walk of faith is, it is going to require for you to call on the Creator to be able to operate in it, function in it, and be successful in it. All right, let's get to it. So first of all, we just defined purpose, something that you are created. So a purpose is what you were created to do, what God has created you to do on this earth. That's what purpose is. Okay, that's what living in purpose is. God creating you to do something, because you have to understand. I don't care how many copycats it is out here. I don't care how many times people try to mock you and do what you do. It is only one you. Period. It is only one you. Down to your hair. Did you know that hair textures are not duplicated? That they are similar, but they're not the same. It's crazy to me how amazing God is. Anyway, so just a little tidbit, fun fact. Okay, so that's your purpose, what you were created to do, what you are created, why you are here on earth. That is your purpose. Okay, let's talk about passion. I think people mistake purpose and passion. They are not the same. So let me get to my little card and define passion. A strong and uncontrollable, barely controllable emotion. So let's talk. Emotions are fickle. You may wake up feeling in a mood. By the time, the day goes on, maybe some good things have happened. Maybe just you got a chance to kind of warm up, got some oil in your limbs like the Tin Man. You kind of got a chance to warm up. Then all of a sudden you're feeling better and you're in a better mood. Emotions are fickle. So is passion. You can be passionate about a myriad of things. Passion and purpose do not always align. And I think that's important to say, because people are like, oh, go walk in your passion, go after your passion. But if passion is emotional, which means it would change. There was a time in my life that I was very, very passionate about being a makeup artist. Not so much no more. Not in the capacity in which I was doing it. Right? It doesn't stop me from being certified, doesn't stop me, from being an expert, doesn't stop me from loving it. But to do it on others, once I first started doing makeup artistry, I was very passionate about it. Not so much passionate about it anymore. Does that mean that it's my purpose? In a way, but that's how God works. Okay. So let's define your gifts. Okay. Gifts. The definition of a gift, a thing giving willingly to someone without payment. So God has deposited in you gifts. Okay. Your gifts will make room for you. The word says that. Not sure the Bible verse, will link it down below. Okay. And then when you're functioning in your gifts, because several people may have similar gifts, right? So it could be, it's a lot of makeup artists out there that are passionate and gifted. They're gifted at it. Okay. Your gift will make room for you, but is that always your purpose? Okay. Let's talk. Assignment. Okay. I need to define this assignment. A task assigned to someone as a part of a job. So I'm going to take myself as an example to try to get you to understand exactly how all of these things work together. That would be purpose. That would be passion. That would be gifts. That would be assignments. Okay. These all work together. And these are all what God deposits in you. So when I was a little girl, y'all know that I'm a clinical social worker, licensed clinical social worker. And I have been a social worker at my heart from a little girl. From a little girl. Okay. A little girl doesn't have degrees. A little girl doesn't have licenses. It could be social workers out there at heart that don't even have a social work degree right now. Don't even have a license right now. Because let me tell you how I became to know that is my purpose. Okay. When I was a little girl, we used to go out, and I remember going to New York as a little girl and being so excited about going shopping with my mom and my sisters. And shout out to my father who just holding the bags. But we used to go up there, and I was so excited to go, to New York to go shopping, because that is one of my passions. One of my gifts is the love of fashion, being able to put things together in a way that complements my body. But at that social worker part, when I got to New York and I saw all these homeless people, it disturbed my spirit as a little girl. I remember seeing children in wheelchairs. It disturbed my spirit as a little girl. And as a little girl, my mother would, tell us to do our prayers at night. And I told my mother, I said, Ma, why would God make people homeless? Why would God make children handicapped? They can't even play like other people. I was really hurt about this. And my mother used to say, pray for them. Put them in your prayer at night. So that started early. Then I remember being around the house and things happening around the house with my siblings. And I have 3 siblings. My brother is deceased, but my brother did not pass away until he was in his 30s. So we were there, and I was just like, okay, if somebody got sick, I was right there. I was right there. I was, I wasn't scared of blood. I wasn't scared of anything. I would get the peroxide, and I would bandage people up and all that kind of stuff. I just had that spirit of servitude. I had that spirit of caring. I had that level of empathy as a young girl. Okay. Then I also had this love for dolls. I love dolls, and I love making them up. And I used to cut their hair in little styles. Remember, we used to wear a little tilt. I used to cut my doll's hair in the styles. And then I remember Loving You, Barbie. Loving You, Barbie. Barbie was my favorite Barbie. She had this heart-shaped, it was like velour. I guess it's supposed to be like some type of, I don't know, like nice material. She had this heart-shaped gown, and it was heart at the beginning. It was sleeveless, and it was came into this tool with all these hearts on it and the white tool in the back and the red hearts on the tool. And I used to love this, but I love this Barbie so much I didn't even cut her hair, to the point where the side of her head was splitting. It was a mess, but I loved her. That was my doll. And I remember playing with dolls for a very long time. I didn't stop playing with dolls, so I'm probably about 12. I don't know if that's kind of late. But this is the thing. I had a love for that. I had a love for making things pretty. I had a love for making things beautiful. I had a love of caring for others who weren't doing well. It would pull on my heartstrings as a child growing up. Right. And so with me dressing my Barbies and doing all these things, it went into this fashion piece. It went into this the way you look piece, which is really what I promote over here. Looking good, feeling good. Because when you look good, you feel better. I don't care what nobody say. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. See how you act different. You feel different. You feel better. And from a young girl, I really, really cared about those things. But guess what those things were? They were passion that God, and then those gifts to be able to put outfits together, put things together to fit my body type, to make myself, because as a plus size girl, I don't even consider myself plus size. I consider myself just a thick girl because that's how God made me. Inside they try to put sizes and things on people, and it is what it is. People have to have a measuring stick. So I get it. I understand. But I remember people will come up to me all the time and be like, where do you shop and where do you get these clothes and all this kind of stuff. And let me tell you something. I know my body. Not only do I know my body, I know what looks right on me. So it allows me, but that's a gift. Everybody does not have that. But see how God will in turn and put all that stuff together. And that's the reason why I started my new Instagram and things like that, because it was about me becoming everything, showing all of my gifts, all of my talents, and all of my passions that then turn into my purpose, because my overall purpose is to help people. I'm a social worker at heart, and that means in different capacities, which means fashion, which means, makeup, which is all tied in together in what you look like. So let me just say that I want you to think about these things when finding your purpose. And when you're on assignment, God will give you several assignments that align with your purpose, and your gifts will make room for you to be able to fulfill the assignment. And when you fulfill the assignment, you're fulfilling God's purpose, if that makes sense. So how do you find it? These are some signs I want you to pay attention to. I gave you my background story so you can start to reflect on your own self. You can start to think about, what was I good at as a child? That's number one. Think back to what you've always been good at. What comes to you innately? I've always been a good listener. People call me for advice. I was giving out advice young, when I didn't have a degree. So that's the type of stuff I want you to think about. What is something you've always been good at? I know people, I've talked to hairstylists. Shout out to my hairstylists. Y'all make the world go round, baby. Don't let nobody fool you. That is a gift. Because you can give somebody else a flat iron, a blow dryer, and a hot comb, and they don't know what to do with it. Now tell me I'm lying. That's a gift. Okay. So as a child, you can hear people say when they're hairstylists, I've been doing hair since I was 10. I started braiding hair when I was such and such. They start young because it's something that you've always been good at. And then later on, you'll see now a lot of hairstylists have parlayed into selling hair or doing wigs, and they're not so much doing hair in the salon anymore. Or maybe they've become a mentor for other stylists. So let me just shout out Danielle Giddings, Julie Felder, and April Harris, because they keep me right. Love all three of y'all. So that's all I'm saying. Those are things that you can think back to what you're good at naturally. Second thing is, learn and explore that. If you find that you're naturally good at something, pay attention to what people come to you for, because people will actually tell you what your gifts are. People will actually point you in a position to be able to fulfill your purpose. Because remember, your gifts make room for you. Your gifts operate in your purpose. Okay. Then, because I'm going to tell you, people can see things on you that sometimes you cannot see. I know I said that before, but that is the truth. Okay. Third thing, this is a God-given assignment. So guess what that means? You have to pray and ask God for guidance. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it gets tough. It gets tough. Okay? It gets tough walking in your purpose. It gets tough knowing your purpose and knowing you have to walk in it and don't feel like it. Been there, been burnt out, been compassion fatigued 50 times over. Okay? And I'm like, God, you couldn't have called me be no social worker because I'm tired. I'm burnt out. God told me, no, that is your purpose. That's what you're supposed to do. Now, his assignments for me change. It doesn't matter where I work. The bottom line of it is I'm a social worker at heart. That's who I've always been. Okay? And these are some signs that you are actually working in your purpose or getting close to getting to your purpose. So those are the ways to find it. Now, this is how you know if you're walking in it. You're tired. Can I get a glass of water for the tired folk? Can I get a pillow and a blanket for the tired folk? Come on now. You tired. You're reluctant to do it. You actually run away from it. You hear a lot of preachers say, oh, I ran from the call. They was out there in the streets. They was partying. They was living life like it was golden. They was at the club. They was doing everything. You will see most preachers will tell you that they had this backsliding, moment. And they didn't really want to come to because they knew if they came to deliver the word of God, they would have to put some things down. Exhale there. I don't know if that's your story, if you're a budding preacher out here, but you're tired and you're reluctant to do it. And as a result, it causes you a sense of pain. It's pain that comes with it. Hearing these stories as a very empathetic person, hearing these stories that I've heard when I worked in Department of Social Services, I didn't know people did this to children. Seriously. I didn't know people had the heart to do these things I heard to children. And it caused me immense pain because that's my assignment. I had a gift for it. But the people will cause pain by it. That means that you're supposed to go and help it. You're supposed to go and heal it. Just like I was a little girl running and getting Band-Aids and cleaning up scrapes and bruises on my siblings because of that, right? Also, it can seem like it's bankless and thankless. You and your purpose. You feel like that thing bankless and thankless. You are in your purpose, let me tell you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's God-given. Anything that's God-given, that means that the enemy will try to distract you, try to keep you from it. So it's going to be a part where you notice that the people who do human services, who work to help God's people are the lowest paid. The people who entertain people are the highest paid. That is by design. That is by design. You can't tell me it's not. So you have to understand it's a level of banklessness, thanklessness that goes in it. How many people I've helped that, I felt like didn't appreciate it, didn't care. But God said, you don't do it for them. You do it to honor me. And the only way you're going to get through this is through God. That brings me to my next point. If you know that you're working in your purpose or you're close to finding what your purpose is, it will stretch and grow you because you have to seek divine assistance to get through it. It is going to be challenging. I don't know if y'all know this. Eddie Murphy, they said, and this is word on the street, I don't know this to be true because I ain't never met Eddie Murphy, but anyway. They said that Eddie Murphy is actually not funny in real life, meaning that he's very quiet. He doesn't even really talk that much. Think about it. But this man was anointed and given to give jokes, to make people laugh, and he doesn't even do that in his personal life. Because it's a part of your purpose that stretches you to go beyond your comfort zone. It stretches you to go, but God clearly put it in him. I'm a real reserved type of person. I'm a type person. Before I started The Shayelle, follow me on Instagram, TheeShaelle. Before I started that, I just came on. I had another page before. I only got on social media to promote my makeup. That's why I got on social media. I never wanted to really be on it. But God will put you in a position. But God says, I need you to go and encourage the people. So with that being said, he put me something that I didn't necessarily want to do. He told me this is what I should be doing because we're in relationship. And it brings me back to you being in relationship. This is why this is a spiritual battle. Okay. I know this video is long, but I'm telling you some gems. Stay with me. Stay with me. So you're going to need divine assistance to get in it because emotionally, you're not going to feel like it. Your passion will run out. Your passion will deplete, but you still have an assignment to fulfill. And you still have the gifting to do the assignment. God ain't going to send you nowhere and ain't gave you the tools to do it. Even if you feel like in your mind, you talking yourself out of it. It doesn't matter. God gave you the assignment. He's going to make room. The gift is going to make room for you and you're going to fulfill your purpose. And that's how it goes. I know that was a lot, y'all. And look, I'm burning my little red candle today for the root chakra. Shout out for the root chakra, which means getting down to the core because we got to get down to the core. I need you to really start a notebook. This is my assignment to you today. Start a notebook. Start asking people. Talk with people to see what they think that your gifts are. Say that your gifts are. I'm telling you, people will really tell you the truth. People don't give other people enough credit. Some people out here will tell you the truth. Everybody is not a hater. Shout out to all the people who support. Everybody's not a hater. Some people really want to see you win. They do. And they want to share with you where you can improve. And they want to share with you what things you're good at. Talk to people. So start that notebook. Start talking to people if you don't, really know what your gifts are. Also explore your own inner desires and your inner passions and things. And then have a conversation with God and find out where you need to be. That's it, y'all. I hope my story has helped you. I hope it has inspired you. And I hope it finds you blessed. Y'all know the spiel. So anyway, I love you all. I thank you all. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's so many people out here doing the same thing. You see so many people doing the same thing. And you're like, oh, is that really their purpose? Your purpose will be like your fingerprint, unique to you. It may be people in the stadium with you, but it doesn't mean they do it quite like you. Just like that hairstylist. Everybody can't do. Shout out to Julie Felder. Julie Felder cannot create the same hairdo twice. Now you tell me that ain't a gift from God. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say is, y'all, talk to your people, get your notebook, start them wheels a turning. We in 2021, which means we're winning. We're winning this year. We had 2020 vision where everything was revealed. We're winning this year and we going in and we getting it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, y'all. Again, y'all know my spiel. I hope this message inspired you. I hope this message finds you blessed. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be talking about purpose all week. And that's it. And shout out to my twin soul, Tiana Manuel. I've known Tiana since she was a little girl. Okay. I've known Tiana since she's a little girl. I am her auntie and I love her dearly. And she has been doing Thoughtful Thursdays over on my page on Instagram. And she's been doing an amazing job, an awesome job. Social worker at heart. She is my future social worker. She is my twin soul. And she has really been blessing me as well as all of my followers during this time because we're still in quarantine. But anyway, I don't want to ramble. I love y'all. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know what to do. Okay. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Be blessed.